Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for the first of 3 channel specials that will be released during, before, and after Season 11's airing period. The first of these 3 specials is called First Look, which, as you've already read in the disclaimer, is not a literal first look. I don't have inside sources, and instead this is a video where I'm going to express both of my hopes and also discuss some of the minor theories that are trending around the community in this video, just to kind of sum up everything that we have and know so far. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed the video. The first of my few hopes is for good main villains, and I want to emphasize how I listed the word main. The main villains of this season are seeming to be Asphira, the leader of the Pyro Vipers, and the Ice Emperor, who is the leader of the Blizzard or Ice Samurai. And in recent seasons, the quality of these main villains has kind of been declining. Of course, we had Emperor Garmadon, who I absolutely loved from Season 9, but in that same season we also had Iron Baron and the highly underdeveloped Omega Oni from Season 10. I think it's important, seeing as how many episodes we're getting for the season, that it's pretty important to develop our main villains as well, and I really would like to see a compelling story with these guys, because Asphira definitely looks like a really cool villain. I know we haven't seen too much of the Ice Emperor, but I do hope that she lives up to her expectations, and I'm definitely hoping for a lot from these guys. These guys definitely seem like super cool villains, and I really hope that they do live the part. This was one of my predictions in my main prediction video, and this is also a hope of mine too. Season 11 is one of those seasons, like Season 4, that takes an already existing concept and builds off of it, and that's what it appears to be. And like so, I hope that it is explaining a lot of Forbidden Spinjitzu, a lot about how that concept came to be, why it came to be, and what exactly it is, but also the Fire Snakes and the Ice Samurai too. I hope we do get a lot of backstory for these guys also. Again, just like the underdeveloped villain case, we've also seen these last few seasons kind of lacking in backstory. Season 10 had no additional backstory to add, while Season 9 did have good backstory but didn't add too much. Now, seeing as this season again is supposed to be unpacking a lot of lore, I really do hope that we get adequate explanations and good explanations for all of this, all that we're getting, the Forbidden Spinjitzu as well as these 2 new armies. One of the big concerns that I had, and that some other people had too, is that this season has had a major shift in mood compared to the last few seasons. This is just pretty present in the new tone that Season 11 seems to take on, dropping the more realistic, more serious approach that the past 3 seasons had. This season appears to be taking a new approach to fighting styles, with the quote-unquote comic book animations, with the different colored backgrounds, as well as just the approach that and the tone that this season has in general. I hope that, and I'm fine with it not being as dark as it was. As much as I did love that dark tone, I don't mind. Ninjago was a kid's show, and I'm sure they're probably wanting to appeal to that younger base again. But I would hope that they do a good job trying to transition between the dark tone that we had for the past 3 seasons and a younger tone. I wouldn't want it to go any worse than what we had seen in past seasons before the Oni trilogy. So as long as they keep it at that level in terms of mood, I'll be fine. I mean, I like that perfectly fine. My main hope is that this season just isn't childish in general, and is instead more like the past seasons of Ninjago, aside from the Oni trilogy. Those are definitely my 3 biggest hopes for the season, and with me having explained and shared my thoughts on those subjects, I now want to take a look at some of the minor theories that are, again, trending around the community. This one isn't so minor of a theory per se, but I think it is definitely the biggest theory of the community right now. And I won't spend too much time on this since I'm sure you've already heard the theory by now, but pretty much it is that the Blizzard Samurai and the Pyro Vipers will eventually clash it out and have a pretty big battle in Season 11 at some point. This again makes complete sense, given Ice and Fire being clashing and opposite elements, so yeah, it does make sense. And this might be to control Ninjago or to control the Scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu, and the ninja will somehow be wrapped in this fight, perhaps at the middle, or trying to stop both ends from fighting, or instead trying to keep the Forbidden Scroll of Spinjitzu out of the hands of the Pyro Snakes and the Blizzard Samurai. But yeah, this is pretty much all this theory has to it. The ninja just have to try and keep the scroll out and away from these 2 factions. This is definitely another one that was a big topic following the official teaser release, but has since kind of died down, and I just want to talk about this again. But pretty much it is the theory that Wu will turn evil somehow in Season 11, and that he might be corrupted by Forbidden Spinjitzu. Again, there are definitely a variety of options for how he might turn evil. Of course, as we've seen in past seasons, we see these armies turning the ninja evil, and it is possible that the Pyro Snakes or Ice Samurai could be behind the power and behind turning Wu evil. But I think the more obvious of these options is that Wu himself is actually corrupted by Forbidden Spinjitzu, and this might be the proof that we need to show that Forbidden Spinjitzu is bad for you and that it can corrupt. Either way, regardless of whether Wu turns evil in Season 11, which again I think is highly likely, I think that he will have a pretty big role in this season. The pyramid is also a topic, and of course clutch powers. But yeah, back to the pyramid, that is also a topic I think hasn't really been talked about enough lately, and I might make a separate video on this sometime soon. But this pyramid that the Pyro Snakes will be awakening from, and that clutch powers, as you see, spoilers ahead, from the actual episode 2 of the season, Clutch Powers tells Gale Gossip that the pyramid was full of traps and stuff, and that he wouldn't dare to venture inside the pyramid. And now I want to talk about what Clutch Powers' role might actually be in the season. He seems to be a guide of sorts to the ninja. Definitely, of course, he is an archaeologist, and he seems to have some experience and some background knowledge about what this pyramid is, as he was able to tell Gale Gossip that there was definitely some traps and stuff, and that he wouldn't go inside that pyramid. So yeah, he definitely seems to know a bit about the pyramid beforehand, so that could definitely be useful to the ninja. It also seems like the ninja might get trapped inside this pyramid after awakening the Pyro Snakes. And of course, there are lots of traps. We see the lava pit in the trailer, as well as the steps turning into a slippery slide that Clutch Powers and Kai soon will probably fall down. So yeah, there definitely seem to be a lot of traps in here. So the ninja better watch out. It seems like Clutch Powers might go back into the pyramid after the ninja go in and awaken the Pyro Snakes in order to save the ninja and stuff. So I think that's kind of the role that Clutch Powers may play, a guide of sorts in Season 11. At least for the pyramid part. And the last thing to take a look at in this video are the Firefang and the Frost Dragon. We had known the Firefang's name right from the start, as it is actually an official set, but the Ice Dragon that appears in the castle set, its name has always been a mystery up until the recent release of the season. And credit to some people on Discord for showing me this, but in the Wasted True Potential title card, you can check it out on the Ninjago Wikia. It's not spoiler related. It pretty much shows, and again, we're going to go into spoilers here, a painting of the Frost Dragon, and to the side some Ninjago text, which when translated will read Frost Dragon. So I think, again, this is definitely going to be the official name of this dragon, but of course it's not entirely confirmed yet. But I don't see what else it would be, and why else would they have included it there. But yeah, anyways, moving on from that, the Firefang does kind of seem to be taking the role of the Great Devourer in some way. Of course, it could be different, but in, again, more spoilers here, in Zane's vision in episode 4, we see the Firefang erupting right out of that pyramid, just as we see the pyramid erupting in the official trailer. So yeah, it seems like this Firefang will originate from the pyramid, just as the rest of the Pyro Snakes do. Now, also in his visions from episodes 1 and 4, we also see the Frost Dragon breathing ice down. In the episode 1 vision, we actually see the Frost Dragon breathing ice down onto this town and completely covering it in ice, while the other shot just shows the Ice Dragon coming towards the camera and breathing ice. But yeah, these two creatures definitely seem to be important players towards the plot of Season 11. Definitely very powerful players at that too. So I can't wait to see what role they might play and what kind of relationship they may have with their main antagonists. Those being Asphira, who will definitely be riding the Firefang as we saw in the trailer, and the Ice Emperor, who also may be riding his Frost Dragon too. So that's going to be about it for my first look special. Just to tell you guys what to expect from the next 2 specials on the channel, the halftime special, which will air right through the midpoint of the season when we have officially reached halfway through. So that should be about 15 episodes, 11-minute episodes in. And in that video, similar to this one, we talk about what exactly my thoughts are on the season so far, and again, the status of theories so far. Let's Look Back is more or less a formal review of the season with, again, talking about the pros and cons of the season, and once again, whether our theories were disproven or proven, just as a retrospective video, almost. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know, and let me know what you thought of this video and what your hopes and predictions are for Season 11. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.